everybody. Welcome back to Brelsford Family Homestead. I'm Darcy. Today we're going to be making some vanilla sugar and some vanilla extract. So it's super easy to make. I've made it many times before, and unfortunately I don't have any right now because the last bit that I had accidentally got dropped. The glass shattered, so I had to throw it all away. But I ordered beans from this company here, Vanilla Pura. They have a co-op and really affordable prices and really good quality beans. You could source them other places, but I would recommend looking into a place to source really good beans because it's worth it for your end product. For the sugar, I'm actually just going to be putting it inside this bag when I take the beans out, because see all of that oil in there, it's going to get on the sugar and it's going to be delicious. So I am going to be using Barbados rum and vodka, not mixed together. I'm going to make a couple different kinds. So they say, like with cooking wine, not to cook with a wine that you wouldn't drink, you know, so you don't get the one that's like $1 or whatever. So I decided that I did buy some cheap vodka. You do need to have the 100 proof, but I also got some better vodka, the Kettle One. So I'm going to do a batch with the Kettle One and see if I think that it tastes better. I have always used like whatever cheap vodka I could buy at the store. So this is a better one. Not saying it's like the most expensive best one, but it is good. And it happens to be my dad's favorite. And then I'm going to use this Barbados rum. I don't know anything about this rum. It's not something that I drink, but somebody gifted it to us and it's been sitting in my cabinet actually for several years. So since I've always made my vanilla extract with vodka, I want to try and branch out a little bit. Some people use spiced rum or whatever. So we're going to give this a try. Now, I won't actually be using this for at least 1 year. My last batch I let go for 18 months, but I'm going to leave this for a year before using it. So these would make great gifts, but not for this Christmas season, because who wants to get a gift and be like, oh, sorry, can't use it for a whole year. So I'm going to mix these together, and I may or may not gift them next year. We'll see. I don't have a lot. You need 1 cup or 8 ounces of alcohol per 1 ounce of beans. So I have 4 ounces of beans here. I will probably order more in the coming months to just make more for myself and for gifts, but this will get me a good start. So let's turn down here. Sorry, the dog is drinking in the background. So, you know, there are lots of different things that say you can make vanilla extract faster, but really if you want good quality stuff, you really should let it go longer. So good quality beans and let it go. So it'll be really interesting to see how different these taste. I am going to need my scale, so I'll be right back, because one of these the whole thing will go in a jar, but one I'm going to split in half. So let me find my scale. At my scale, I'm just going to put my jar on the scale and zero it out. Oh, I need to go to ounces. I've been making sourdough, so it's on grams. I'm just going to I'm probably going to need to cut these to fit in this jar. Oh, those smell so good. All right. That one must weigh slightly different. It's a different brand jar. That was Golden Harvest. This is Ball. So, perfect. All right. Now you do want the alcohol to completely cover the beans. You don't need to split them, but you can. You don't need to chop them, but you can. I'm going to just leave mine like that. Oh, sorry. Like that. Oh, I don't want to waste this oil, but I didn't want to touch them very much so that wouldn't happen. All right, let's measure out this. use fluid ounces. There is a difference between dry measure and liquid. Let me see here. I gotta hold it up so I can see if I've got it. Yep. All right, this one. And I will be labeling these with what I put inside. Now, those are not completely under, can you see? So I am gonna cut those a little bit more so that they are fully submerged. I don't want to waste the oil, so I'm just kind of sticking my scissors in here. I guess for smaller batches, you could chop it so you can avoid this. All right, I'm gonna pop a lid on there. You do want to use glass and not, oh goodness, you do want to use glass and not plastic. Now, when this is done, I will put it in a pretty glass, bottle or something like that, especially if I'm gifting it. But for sitting in a year, it's going to go into the jar. All right, let me go ahead and cut these before I add the alcohol to avoid the same issue. Now, it'll depend your area where you can source your alcohol. I've heard that Costco is a good place. I did not check into that. I just went to my local Kroger. My Kroger does sell alcohol. I have also gone to a liquor store before, and let me turn it on. Vanilla Pura does have instructions on their website, and I will link it below, and it does go into detail about what types of alcohol you can use and the proof and all of that. So if you're someone who, like me, who doesn't have a vast knowledge of all things alcohol, it's super helpful. Okay, so we've got this one. We're going to do this Barbados rum now. Okay. I'm going to use a different measuring cup since there was vodka in the other. Probably doesn't matter, but you know. Oop, that's a little bit. Works better when you make a little face. All right. I wonder how dark this one will be. Oh, I almost spilled that whole bottle of just the rum, not the. Wonder the color of that will probably be really nice as it gets to going. Now, once I get done with these, I will put them in the pantry or a closet somewhere where it's not in the sunlight. You don't have to shake it. You can. It's kind of fun to check on them, smell them. You can even taste them to see, if the alcohol taste is starting to go down. But I'll probably just leave mine until it's been a year. All right, now this one, I am going to use a quart jar because I'm going to do the whole 2 ounces. So I'm going to put 2 cups of the vodka in here. I will go ahead and cut these in half just in case. I don't want to have to fish them out of here. I'm trying not to touch them to remove any of the oil. Oh, I didn't turn you down to see what I was doing. And of course I did all that and missed a couple of the long ones. Okay. Previously, I have just used a bottle, like say bought this and put, known how much was in it and just put the beans directly in it. Because I'm doing a couple different kinds is why I'm having to do it like this. But all right, let's measure out 2 cups. Let me take the little spout thing off. There's 1. There's so many other things that you can make with the beans too, and when you're done, You don't have to throw away the beans. The first time I ever made vanilla extract, I want to say it was 10 years ago. I thought you had to and I threw them away when I was done. I didn't realize that you could keep them. So you can, if you made this, you could take all of these beans and put them in a jar with more alcohol and make what some people call a mother jar. And so you could just take it out as needed. You could remove the caviar stuff and make vanilla paste. You could add the beans to sugar to make vanilla sugar and let them dry out and blend them up and all that kind of stuff. But you could also just make more vanilla extract. If you want to reuse these beans, you can. You would just need to add less alcohol to beans because they're going to be less strong. So I would, double the amount. I would say if I was going to put, you would put 2 ounces of the used beans to 8 ounces of alcohol. So anyway, let's do the other fun part. See the, we're going to put sugar in here, and then we're going to vacuum seal it. Well, I'm not actually going to vacuum seal it. I'm going to try and seal it, but I'm thinking I really should just put it inside one of my vacuum seal bags because I don't want to lose all of this up at the top trying to seal it again. So let's get some sugar here and we'll put it in. We'll see how much we can fit in this bag. And this doesn't have to sit for a year. This could be used in some of my holiday baking. A couple weeks or something would be more than enough. That is about 1 cup of sugar. I'm just gonna leave it at that because I don't want it to not have the vanilla flavor with the small amount of oil. Now I have made vanilla extract many, many times. Well, not many, many times, many times. But I've never done this with the sugar, so I'm really excited to give this a try. And once this stuff is done, I will be trying some of the other things that I mentioned, but I've always just really loved making my own vanilla extract. It's so easy and it's delicious. I actually had to buy some at the store and it's not very good, even though it says it's the pure stuff. All right, let me come over with my vacuum sealer, see if it'll reach. I already have it plugged in. Well, we're gonna have to move you up. I should have left the camera on while I was moving my vacuum sealer, because when I unplugged it to bring it to this area, there was a stink bug that I didn't see on the cord, and now it reeks like stink bug in here, and it was on my finger, on my thumb. I did wash my hands. Ugh. Gross. And it went, and I went, I'll reenact that for you. I don't know where it went, but it went flying. I'm going to vacuum seal this like all the way down near here, so it will just get that very tip of that, and I can still move it over here. No, not vacuum seal it. I'm just pressing seal. Let's see. I'm just pressing seal so it's not sucking the air out, because I do want to be able to manipulate that around a little bit to spread the oil around. So I got just a hair on there. So I'll just be shaking that up probably every day and trying to massage that oil in there. I'm gonna do the same thing for this one. And then really we're done until this stuff is, the extract is ready in a year. So let's hope we're all still here on this YouTube journey in a year and we'll taste it together. Thanks for coming along as we got these extracts started and added some sugar to the delicious vanilla oil. Hope you'll give it a try. It truly is so easy. Just buy some 100 proof alcohol, get you some good beans, put them in there, set them aside, forget about it for a year, and then you will have delicious vanilla extract for all of your cooking, baking needs, or to share as gifts with others if you choose to share. I'm not sure I'm gonna share this time. If you'd like to see some other videos where I make things here in my homestead kitchen, I'll pop some videos up here. I appreciate you watching. Until next time, God bless.